Hey guys, welcome. I'm so excited you're here tonight. I hope you had an amazing career. I hope it was powerful. We had an amazing career conference in Macon, Georgia. I know Julie was in Phoenix last week. Some of you were in Charlotte. It's been a great last few weeks. And the national sales directors teaching and training brought it, didn't they? Like they brought the heat. It was so powerful. Welcome to week 8 of Pacesetters. Can you believe that we are at 8 weeks? Oh my gosh. We have 1 month and 1 week left, and we are going to be wrapping this thing up. And I'm so excited to really see who crosses the finish line with us as consultants who finished strong. I'm not on the phone tonight because as of 9 o'clock, no one had hopped on the actual conference call yet. So we're just going to roll with it here, and hopefully everybody will just get the link and those have to hop online. All right, so at your career conference time, I want you to really think about what was new information for you. I hope that you've decompressed your notes. I hope you've really looked back through those and really just decided, okay, what am I really taking away from career conference this year? You know, so what was new information? What was, this was a great idea. This was a good quote. This was just notes that I took, but not something I'm necessarily going to do right now, but just thoughts for later that I'll keep in my notebook pile or whatever. So what I always do is on the back of my notebook, on the last page, I always have a place, the very last page of my notes, is I take and I write quotes at the top, I write thoughts, and then I write do. So there's some things you're going to hear that is just a thought that just kind of spurs you on. It kind of makes you think a little bit. Kind of thoughts and quotes are probably the same thing, but just like ideas, maybe things that you like, but not things that you're going to necessarily implement and do right now. You know, sometimes when I sit at an event, I hear that little small voice in my belly say, call so-and-so. Call Elaine, call Mary, call Joanne, call Shantae, call, Avery, call Amy, call Allison. And you feel that little tug on your guts. Those go on the to-do list. Anybody that crossed your mind since you've left goes on the to-do list to be done this week. So when you're inspired at an event and you're excited and you feel that emotion, you know, we feel like Superwoman. And we feel like we can do anything. And then there's re-entry. And we come back to the real world and we're kind of like, okay, now I got to like have the courage to call this girl. Okay. So just go back through your notes. That's really the first thing that I need y'all to do. Okay. So go back through your notes. What are the new ideas you want to implement right away? That goes on the to-do list. And then what quotes you want to write down. Put all those great quotes on one piece of paper. And then put all of those quotes somewhere where you can read them until your next event. You know, put them in your date book. Put them on the back page of your date book. Write them neatly somewhere so that you can read that and be inspired over and over and over again. One of my favorite things to do when I leave an event is to make myself a Voxer message. My voice, my words of my thought that recaps the event. Just what I'm going to do, how it inspired me, how it made me feel, how it encouraged me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Because when I get frustrated in a month and I go back and listen to that message of myself talking, it's really powerful. It's a really great reminder of where you were. So when you're in the valley, remember when you stood on the mountain and what that mountain felt like. It's really empowering. Okay? All right. So as you, that's number 1. Okay, so number 2, how did the inspiration you received affect your goal? So some of you have a goal to do XYZ by seminar. Some of you are working on getting on target for a car. Some of you are working on whatever it is you're working on. You know, how did that affect and inspire your goal? Because some of you, it didn't change your goal at all, and that's fine. Number 3, what is your goal and your deadline for what you want? Y'all are going to send all this to me because I want to see it, okay? So number 1, just reflect on your notes. That's nothing you need to send to me. Number 2, how did the inspiration you received affect your goal? So when you send me your homework this week, I want to know the answer to this number 2 question. How did the inspiration you received affect your goal? Now, number 3, what is your goal and deadline for what you want? Are you trying to get on target for a car? Are you finishing quota sales or quota sharing or unit club or whatever by June 30th? Or what are you working on? What's your goal? Next is number 4. What specific things do you need to get in place or to fix to reach this newfound goal? What things do you need to fix or get in place? So some people need to fix getting childcare. Some people need to fix hiring help for their house. Paula Parker came home, sent me a list of what she fixed all on Sunday, like a big list of stuff. She hired the housekeeper, hired a pitching coach for softball for her daughter. She got this stuff in place. She handled this, handled that, handled this, handled that, got registered for May race, booked her plane ticket, got registered for the event before May race with the coaching group, got her plane ticket booked, like just got the stuff fixed that was bugging her, okay? Number 5, how clear is your vision of what you want, or is it still cloudy? How clear is your vision of what you want, or is it still cloudy? The follow-up question to that for number 6 is how clear is the activity you need to do to get what you want? Because sometimes my vision is very clear, but what I need to do to get there or what action I need to take today, what is my next best step today, that piece isn't always this crystal clear, beautiful picture, okay? It's a little fuzzy sometimes, a little frustrating sometimes when you feel like you're kind of going through the motions, okay? We don't have time to go through the motions. It's March, right? We got to get on the ball. Get on the ball, okay? Next thing is number 7, what things could keep you from reaching your goal? That's number 7. So you are literally going to send numbers 2 through 7 to my office based on your thoughts from your career conference experience this week, okay? Now, if you're in Pacesetters, I will assume that if you're in Pacesetters 1 more to your business, you are absolutely 110% at career conference. I will assume that, okay? Because those who go up show up, right? The ones who are continually moving up the career path of Mary Kay, they're the ones who are showing up to their events. They make no excuses. There's no reason why we can't make events a priority. You have to be surrounded by people whose vision is up here, because so many times we think, well, I'll just stay home and work. It's smarter for me to go hold a party. Well, that's all great, but nothing changes at a party in your head. Nothing changes in your head just reading something on the computer. Your head and your vision and your motivation and your inspiration, that stuff changes. The ability to consider that you can have it too, that changes at an event. You don't get that in front of your computer at home in your office. Doesn't happen. You don't get it at a skincare class, okay? So those are the 7 things that I want to hear from you. Really, number 1 is out, so you really only got to add 6 things this week. And you guys, this week is going to be pretty simple, okay? Pretty simple. I want to know, did you record yourself? After you watched yourself close a party, what was that like? I want kind of an explanation of how you felt when you watched yourself do your close. Were you powerful? Were you pitiful? Was it confusing? Was it, how'd you feel after you did those 3 recordings of watching yourself? Okay, how did you feel when you were really making that piece happen? Okay, so your homework for this week, you guys, is to hold a party this week. Of course, we have to hold a party this week. We have to get 35 new leads this week. Now, however you choose to lead generate, that's up to you. It can be referrals. It can be warm chatter. I highly recommend warm chattering at least a few people every day, if not 5 a day, of those 35 names that you need. But that's up to you how you generate those leads. It's totally up to you, okay? Number 2 is to get your 35 new leads this week. I said that. And then, of course, number 3 is to hold 8 interviews. Okay. Now, one thing that I've seen is the ones of you who have really taken this on, I'm watching your business really take it to a new level. And it's exciting. It's really exciting to watch you kind of that girl and into that power of who you really are. It's exciting to see you living Mary Kay, how Mary Kay was designed to live. This business should not be completely frustrating and discouraging, because the truth of the matter is if we really are doing what we're supposed to be doing, then we're going to get what we're supposed to be getting. Okay, so where you are right now is based on the choices that you've made for the last 3 to 6 months in your business. Okay, so that's the truth. You know, don't be disappointed with the results you didn't get by the work that you didn't do. That's my new mantra. Don't be disappointed with the results you did not get by the work that you did not do. Because it's easy to sit back and say, well, yeah, but. Which brings me to my next point. I'm not sure how many of y'all are on my Facebook page. Uh-oh. Well, okay, my computer's being weird. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure how many of y'all are on my Facebook page, but I wanted to share this with you. All right, we posted this on Facebook, coming to a city near you. The Pacesetters, we're not really coming to a city near you, but we thought that this was so funny. And the way that it all came together actually was National Sales Director Cheryl Fulcher said, Holly Lou, you and Mia come here. We need to do a big booty club picture because we all have big curvy booties. And it was really funny. And so I said, Mia, come on, we're taking a picture. And so we lined up, and it took us like 4 times to get this picture. It is so funny. So Cheryl's idea was to take the picture. My idea was she was just going to take it from the back. I was like, oh, no, girl, we got to turn around like, and so we all did that. And then Mia put this little flyer together. And you guys, how many times have we allowed the little butts to get in our way? I wanted to go to career conference, but I needed to stay home and work. I wanted to book a party tonight, but dinner ran over and I got home late. I wanted to go on Target for my car, but I thought everybody I knew would tell me no. I wanted to be successful in Mary Kay, but everybody I asked told me no. I was holding 4 parties this week, but everybody canceled. I invited guests, but they didn't show up. How many times a day are you hearing little excuses and ifs, ands, or buts come through your thought pattern on a daily basis? I want to know. I want you to really pay attention to that this week. How many little times are you letting yourself off the hook with an excuse? Yeah, but she probably already is highly successful in her life and she wouldn't want Mary Kay. Yeah, but she would probably tell me no anyway, so I'm not going to talk to her. Yeah, but. So part of your homework this week, so not only are you going to hold a party, not only are you going to do 8 faces, not only are you going to hold 35 interviews, that would be exciting. Get 35 leads and hold 8 interviews. So sorry. Not only are you going to do that activity, but this week, I want you to be aware of how many little excuses try to creep into your mind. And I want you to keep a tally. How many times did excuses try to take over? How many times? Do you hear yourself say, well, I wanted to talk to her, but how many little excuses do you buy into in 1 week? Keep a tally mark. Keep it on your phone. Keep it in your planner. Keep it somewhere. Wherever you want to keep it, doesn't matter to me. Okay? I just want you to be completely, utterly, completely aware of how many times we buy into the excuses, which some are valid, but some of them are not. How many times do we pretend that we don't know what to do in Mary Kay? You're looking at 3 millionaires right there. 3 women who've earned $1 million or more in their Mary Kay career. All different backgrounds, raised in 3 totally different houses. Our brains process information in a totally different way. We train people in a totally different way. We inspire people in a totally different way. But the real deal is all 3 of us can be ourselves and can be highly successful when we could have let the but stop us, but we did it anyway. All of that stuff was valid excuses. Toby being sick 7 times while I was in an IQ. Almost hospitalized 3 of those 7 times. 7 nails in my tire. Snowing 7 times while I was in an IQ. And it does not snow in the South. Like, let's be clear. 7 times it snowed where you could not get the car out of the driveway. Okay? 7 times. 7 is the number of completion in the Bible. So what I know is when I was willing to not allow the buts and excuses to be something that I allowed to hold me back and to be a frustration for me, that is when I was truly able to be successful in my business. When you realize that you're procrastinating and you do something about it, not just realize you're procrastinating and continue to procrastinate, right? So we've got to be makers of our own destiny, you guys. We are so in control. We are so in control of everything that we have in this business, but we have to be intentional and on purpose. So if you want to break out of the middle, middle of the scoreboard, middle of your unit, middle class America, if you want to break out of the middle stands for making intentional decisions daily leads to explosion. Making intentional decisions daily leads to explosion. M-I-D-D-L-E. Middle. Do you want to break out of middle class America? Do you want to break out of the middle of the scoreboard, the middle of the career path? You know, if you're anything above a senior consultant, you're in the middle of the career path between consultant and director. You're in the middle. So if you want to break out of the middle, how do you do that? By making intentional decisions every single day, day in and day out. You guys, we got work to do. You know, our mission right now is to grow MK in the USA. We want our growth. We want double-digit growth in the United States, not just in foreign markets around the world. Y'all, our foreign markets are taking this opportunity in countries where women have to cover their faces, and they are building highly successful businesses in Mary Kay. Why? Because they're at the kitchen table holding parties and making money. And when we do the same thing, we will be beating people off with a stick to try to keep them, you know, they'll be hunting us down, you guys, to sign up and sell Mary Kay. When we are making incredibly high income from selling this product and offering the opportunity, and selling the product and offering the opportunity, that is when we're going to see high levels of results and success in our own businesses and careers when we go back to the kitchen table. You guys, I hope y'all have a powerful week this next week. I'm super excited. And then the next week, we are going to be in St. Petersburg, Florida with my boys. Me and my boys are taking a little mini vacay to stay with one of my national girlfriends at her house in St. Petersburg, white sugar sand. Oh my gosh, can I really tell you how excited I am? It's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. But we are still going to be here on Monday night. I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but we're just going to make it work, okay? It's going to be good. It's going to be great. So I love all of you. I'm loving seeing your success. I'm loving that you are really plugging in. Those of you who are piping in tonight and viewing tomorrow and all that good stuff, thank you. I know Monday night at 9 is like crazy at my house trying to get the children in bed and start the week off and get all the homework. And I get it. I promise. I get it. So I thank you for your dedication. I thank you for your commitment. I thank you for being on purpose. I thank you for turning in your homework. And I can't wait to check in with Tracy tomorrow and see who is still in it to win it. It's going to be great. We're going to close it up in prayer tonight, and we're going to move along, girls, and continue on with this. We got weeks 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 left. And it's going to be a powerful next few weeks. Once we get into April, we're gonna really get moving. Father, thank you for this time that we can spend together, Father. May we just remember in 2 Corinthians that we forget what is behind us and we move ahead, Father. That old girl is gone. And Lord, we can become whoever we choose to be next by making simple decisions, intentional choices, day in and day out. Father, give us the courage to be the girl we know we're supposed to be. You know, our greatest fear is that we're not inadequate, but that we're powerful beyond measure. Lord, what would it feel like if we walked in the room in all of your glory wrapped all around us, and we really became the woman fully 110% as great as you created us to be? The world would be shocked at the impact that we could make if we would really take her on and to take your mission on, Lord, to really be our very best day in and day out and day in and day out. Father, be with us tonight. Bring us back safely next time together. Be with our families. Be with those who are hurting. Be with their loved ones, Lord. Be with these women and give them courage and supernatural confidence, Father, that only comes from you. In your name we pray. Amen. You guys have a great night.